Ross Flood's my name. I'm John's youngest brother. I'd like to share some of my memories of him with you. The earliest one I can really recall is probably when I was about 4 or 5, and he and his brother Bruce introduced me to the joys or otherwise of smoking right in the back cypress hedge at our family home in Caulfield. All fun days. I then, for many Saturday mornings, would go and watch him play for lacrosse, for the Caulfield Lacrosse Club, in first of all the under 14-year-old matches, and later grades for probably 5 or 6 years or more, usually on a Saturday morning, accompanied by our mother, who was very quick to barrack for the team and also criticise the comments of the competitors' supporters. The recent postings on Facebook of some of the early photographs of the team brought memory back to me, and I was amazed that I could remember most of the names of his teammates at that time. John and I went with our father and brother Bruce up to the ranch at Warrandyte, and we would cut timber to bring home for firewood, and we learnt how to use and to sharpen an axe. We learnt to set rabbit tracks and collect the catch and bring them home for our mother to skin and prepare, which she really didn't enjoy. We also repaired the entrance road with pick and shovel, which John reminded me about just last week. When he was at Caulfield Tech, John joined the Army Cadets, and we had a lot of fun when he brought home his uniform and a real live Lee Enfield rifle, accompanied with .22 bullets and a bayonet. And he showed me how to take the rifle apart to all its components and put it back together again, which was really enjoyable. Another episode which wasn't quite so successful was our surfing exhibition, where we went to 13th Beach now out of Torquay with a hollow plywood surfboard that John had bought. However, it was a bit unsuccessful in that it filled up with water after about an hour in the water, and we had to give it away. About that time, John had acquired a white Volkswagen. I forget the year, but it was in that I probably drove my second experience of driving a car, somewhat illegally at the age of probably 14 years. It was interesting that John took time to instruct me into changing gears and the use of the clutch. I met Anne, John's love for his life, when she stayed with us prior to their marriage. It was in the summertime, and we had lots of days at the beach, swimming, sitting on the beach, chatting away at great length. It was really wonderful. Like our father, John joined the SEC and for many years, and I recall several times accompanying him on his survey trips to looking at extension of electricity system extensions, and particularly one that put power onto our old family land at Warrandyte. Of course, in turn, he inspired me to join the SEC also. In later years, John left the SEC and worked in in a number of electricity organisations in New South Wales, and I remember visiting him and Anne in Inverell, where we stayed with them for a couple of days and visited the local honey farm, which I have a tea towel from that still. When he retired to Bendigo, it was great to be able to come up and stay with them and explore Bendigo on all those times. He particularly found a number of Mother Bruce's family history sites at the Eaglehawk Cemetery and a benevolent society home that great-grandfather William Bruce established, which is still still standing in east of the Eaglehawk town. I think John was rather proud of Bendigo and the surroundings, and he joined and contributed greatly to a number of community organisations, as Rotary and others. John's ill health for time meant visits to him in hospital in Bendigo and in Melbourne, so that I could give him some comfort and some support over those periods in hospital. I will always treasure seeing John on his last day on Tuesday. Love you, big brother. Rest in peace.